Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. There are 200 of you now, which is insane. I can't believe there's 200 people that chose to click the subscribe button. I think that's so super cool. So thank you to everyone who has been here since the beginning, and thank you to those of you who are here now. I'm super excited to keep going on this journey with you guys. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Today we are doing day 2 of my honeymoon itinerary. It's been a while since I posted the first one. I just really haven't had a lot of time to sit down and film. I do have a few updates on the things that I need to bring to Hawaii. So we're going to start with that. So if you saw my packing for Hawaii videos, my what I'm bringing to Hawaii videos, you'd know that I am still on the hunt for 2 things: luggage and a water bottle for my husband. And I'm very excited to say that half of those things are officially in my household. Well, a little bit more than half. Let me explain. The other day, my husband comes home from work and I jump in his van because we had to go do something. And he pulls something out from behind his seat and says, "Happy birthday." It's not my birthday, but he says something like "Happy birthday" or "Merry Christmas" just as a joke. And it was this. And I'm like, "What is that?" And I turn it over and I see that it is a water bottle. He actually brought 2. So now we have matching water bottles to bring to Hawaii. He didn't know even that I was looking for one. I hadn't even told him yet, but these were actually free. My husband's coworker's wife's friend works for Delta Airlines and they get free merch sometimes, and so they just had a bunch of these Delta 100-year water bottles. I actually think it's really, really cute if it was just the plains. Like, what a cute travel water bottle. So I might cover this up with a sticker. I mean, that's still cute, but we're not flying Delta, so it doesn't really make sense. But my husband actually brought his to work today. This will be the first day that either of us have used it. So we're going to be testing them out before we go, just to make sure they work well, they don't leak water everywhere, and that they're reliable. So these are 25-ounce stainless steel water bottles, which is exactly the size I wanted, just a nice small travel one that we could bring on hikes and stuff. It does say patent pending. I am not sure what the patent is for. Water bottle? It says it has superior insulation, a whole bunch of fancy schmancy stuff on it. I don't really care about any of that. I just wanted a cheap water bottle. I already had one. I just wanted one for my husband, but now we have matching ones. So we have water bottles now, which is just one less thing to worry about. Last thing on the list is luggage. I, or my husband, do have a carry-on piece of luggage now because we went to it's kind of like a thrift store. So it is similar to a thrift store, but it's not organized, and I don't know what it's called. But basically, we went to this store in town, and my husband knows the owner, and he was talking to him some other time and was like, "Do you ever get luggage? My wife wants a carry-on for our honeymoon." And he was like, "I get luggage all the time. I have so many." So we go there. He had one. So he didn't have so many, but we were able to pick up one that was within the size constraints. My husband is adamant that he does not need one, but if we can find one for cheap, I think that one was $10. So if we can find another one for cheap and I won't have to worry about it anymore, I will be a happy camper. Nothing fancy, it's just a black suitcase. So that's it. But with the luggage tag on it, the silly goose on the loose, if you remember, I got those. It's gonna look super cute. So that is the update as far as what we're bringing. That's pretty much the last things that I feel we need before we actually go, aside from passports, but that's just a whole other thing. The rest of this video is going to be about my day 1 itinerary for our honeymoon trip to Kauai. So our second day in Kauai, the day after the travel day, our first official, we get the entire day to do stuff, is actually our anniversary. So our 3-year wedding anniversary is going to be spent in Hawaii, and that just makes me so excited. September 30th. I wrote out my little itinerary for myself to read, but like the last video, I'll put it on the video somewhere here so you guys can just get a brief overview, and I will put it in the description written out as well. At 7:38 a.m. is when I plan to wake up. Now, this is a different time zone than us, and we will be jet lagged from our flight. However, I will be damned if I let jet lag not only ruin my anniversary day, but also ruin our first official day in Hawaii. That's not happening. So we're going to get up early. We're going to deal with it. We're going to get some coffee. We're going to fight through it. Now, we don't have to get up at that time. Same thing as the last video. These are just kind of ideas and an outline of what we could do to make our lives easier. But if we get there and we decide we don't want to do any of this stuff, then we're not going to do it. 8:15 to 8:45, I wrote that we would go walk on the beach. Now, I said in the last video, our hotel is like right off of the beach. It's like a 3-minute walk. If we wake up at 7:30, 8 a.m. and we're like, we don't want to move, we're just going to stay in bed and like maybe watch some TV or look out the window at the ocean. Or maybe walk around the hotel and like explore. Like maybe we don't want to go to the beach. Totally fine. 8:45 to 9 a.m. is get ready for the day. So we'll have that 15 minutes to get dressed and grab whatever we need to grab, put it in our bags because we are going to be out of the hotel for a little while that day. And then breakfast, I wrote that we would get room service because I figured, again, we would be tired and not really want to get up and go out. If we do, we can always go to like a small cafe or something, but I wrote room service for day one just to simplify our lives. We'd probably order it whenever we wake up, and then it would probably arrive, around that time. And if it happens sooner, then it happens sooner. We have a 5 to 7 minute drive to the spa. We have to be there by 10:45 for our scheduled massage. Now, I don't have the spa appointment booked just yet because I'm not quite sure what we want to do. I don't know, like they have hot stones. Like I don't know all of the things that they offer yet. We do have to look through. They have great reviews. I just haven't looked at all of the services yet. Before we go, my husband and I have to sit down and decide what treatment we want, what kind of massage we want, what therapy we want, that kind of stuff. But I just wrote like a basic time frame from 10:45 to like 2 or 3 p.m. All of the reviews that I looked like said that you were there for a couple hours. So I put in a huge buffer. So about 5 minutes away from the spa is a place called Shops at Kukuiʻula. That's like a little bit of a shopping center from what I understand. I might be totally wrong, but that's just what I was able to find online, is that they just have like food trucks and they have shops and they have ice cream. So I figured we would just go there, walk around, explore. I really want to try this place called Lapperts ice cream. It has great reviews. Everyone says you have to get Lapperts ice cream when you go there. And then shopping. I wrote around 2 to 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. We'll just be able to kind of deal with those 3 things and decide what we want to do there. Then around 5 p.m. we have a 5 to 10 minute drive back to the hotel. We'll change for dinner. And then I wrote that we would go watch the sunset at the Poipu Beach, which is the beach right off of our hotel. Then from there we would drive to dinner, which is about 10 to 15 minutes away. We're going to the Beach House restaurant. That is also reserved. Have that reserved for 7:30. So I'm assuming we're going to eat till 8:30 or 9. Then we go back to the hotel, again, a 10 to 15 minute drive to get back there, and bed around 9:30. Early bedtime so that we can wake up early the next day and get going right away. So day 2 is not the most exciting day. It's not the day we're doing the most stuff on, but I wanted our anniversary day to be relaxing and still be filled with stuff that we're going to remember and love, but not be overwhelming. So let me know if you think that that is a good schedule, a good idea for the day. I'm super excited to get into the meat of the trip, which is coming up very, very soon. But I am also very excited to get a massage because I've only gotten a massage, I think, one other time in my life. And I don't know if my husband's ever gotten one. So I'm excited for that. Things are looking up car-wise. So I do think that we are going to be able to go to Hawaii. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. My car is currently at the shop getting fixed. So once that is like done and dealt with, I'm going to feel a whole lot better. Anyway, that's all that I have for you guys in this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.